So now, because the neck is a bit choky and I am using a necktie on the front, I am going to cut a slit to this point. I want this slit to be about 3.5 inches. I'll just go ahead and pin this down. After that, now I'm going to cut my slit to this point. Okay, so guys, now the next thing I want to do is to cut my facing for this slit. Okay, so I'm going to use this piece of fabric like this. I'll fold it into two and place it underneath the cloth like this. Okay, then I'm also going to cut it from this point, from the beginning down to where the opening of my slit is. Okay, like this. So this is what we're going to use for the facing to turn this part over. I'll go on to the sewing machine now and turn my facing. Then after I'm done turning my facing, I will place my fabric together, shoulder to shoulder. Now the fine side of the fabric will be facing each other. So I'm just going to hold both shoulders together like this, and then I will sew them by ½ inch. Remember that we left ½ inch while we were cutting our fabric. So by ½ inch, I will sew both shoulders separately now. Joining them together like this, I sew the other shoulder, then I come over to the other side, and then I sew the other shoulder together as well. I have gone ahead to sew it, get the circumference of my neck. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing now? I am just taking my tape measure and going around my neckline like so. I'm just measuring it. So right now I'm going to turn it over like this and use iron or hemming gum to press this part down like this, or I can just go over to my sewing machine and also stitch this part down like this, whichever way you prefer. Okay, so that your work can be very neat. As you can see, it is looking nice already. So guys, as you can see, I have gone ahead to sew my facing, and also I have turned it over and I have top stitch on it. Okay, so this is the wrong side of the dress, and I have turned my facing over. I also went ahead to stitch it down, and then I used hemming gum to also press it down with iron so that it's going to rest well, as you can see. Okay, so now this is the right side of the fabric. Outside, now this is how the outside is looking. Okay, and also I have gone ahead to join my shoulder to shoulder. Okay, both the back and the front piece, I have joined my shoulder together by ½ inch. So what I'm going to do now, because my sleeve is not very long, I want to add this green band. Since I'm also using it for the neckline, I also went ahead to cut out this band that I will put it on the sleeve. So when I put it and turn it over, the sleeve is going to look something like this. Okay, and this band I measured according to the length. After joining my two pieces together, now I measured the entire sleeve length, which is 18 inches, and then I used it to cut this band. So I cut two of it. Remember that this band is on fold, okay, back and front. So it is about 4.5. It is about 4.5 inches wide, and the length of it is according to the length of my sleeve, which is two of it. So I cut two of it. This is one of it, and this is the second one. Then also for the neckline of my dress, you know, I told you that I'm going to add a band that I can use to knot it in the front or tie it. So I also went ahead to cut the band. This band is about 2.5 inches wide. My band is 2.5 inches wide. So, and then the length, it is very long. The reason is that I want to also have excess to use and tie or knot in the front. So it is 98 inches long. Okay, now I'm going to measure around my neckline, meaning that from this point in the front, I'm going to measure. So in cm I got 40 cm, and then in inches I got 14.75 inches. So I'm going to use this now to determine the circumference of my neckline. Okay, so on this band now, it is already folded into two on fold like I told you. Now that it is on fold, I'm going to determine the midpoint, which is this point, and then I will mark my neck circumference, divide by 2 on this point. Okay, so now my neck circumference is 40 cm. So I'm going to indicate 40 divided by 2 is 20. So I'm going to indicate 20. On the other side also, I will indicate 20 cm. So I have gone over to my sewing machine, guys, and I have stitched these pieces to my hand, the both hand, as you can see. So this is how it is looking now. This is how the hand of the dress is looking, okay? And also for the band that I'll put on the neckline, I've also gone ahead to sew it all the way to the point where my neck circumference stops. So from this point to this point, I will join it to my neck. That is why I did not sew it, okay? So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now and sew this part all the way around my neckline, okay? We have already measured the circumference, so now I'll just go ahead and sew it around my neckline. Now this rope is just going to fall in front and I can use it to tie a bow or whatever styling I want for my neckline. So I'll go ahead and do it now, okay? And once I am done with that now, I'll just turn the dress to the wrong side and sew the side now, and just join the side like this. Okay, this is the full length of the dress, so I'll just join the side and join this side also, and also I'll just finish the hem of the dress and just join the down, and that is the end of this video. This is the idea and this is the style of the neckline. It came out beautifully. This is the back of the dress, and this is how I am looking, okay? If you like this video, please guys give me a thumbs up, share my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More amazing tutorials are coming up. Don't miss out by turning on your post notifications so you get notified whenever I post new content. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay blessed. Love you. Bye.